Hey, it's Danish from Local Niche Marketing. And the biggest problem with most chiropractic ads isn't targeting, it's the memorability. And that is the reason why your ads feel forgettable. And that is the reason why you get all of these impressions, views, and clicks, but not leads or qualified leads. So, in this video, we are going to see what measures could a chiropractic business can take in order to make their ads memorable and thus improve their return on investment while advertising on Meta, TikTok, ChatGPT, and Google Ads. So let's just get started. So first problem is people actually use very generic messaging related to pain relief, and because a lot of people are advertising on these platforms, so this feels like very familiar when it comes to advertisement. For example, you are using phrases like feel better or get help today, get relief from back pain. Now these sort of messaging is being used from, I think, a lot of advertisers on these platforms, and that is the reason your ads feel forgettable. Now, in order to make your ads really feel different, you have to be researching different ad copies through Reddit forums, right? Maybe there are other forums in which people are discussing about their back pain, right? And from these platforms, you can get a lot of um, angles, right? And a lot of motivation to develop different ad copies. Now, these will be very different from the market because you have done your research. And once you come up with those ad copies that are researched from these platforms, then definitely your ads are going to be standing out in traffic, which is doing nothing, just doing the generic messaging. Number two is a distinctive visual identity. There are businesses who are still using stock images, stock videos. There is nothing wrong with it because at the end of the day, the businesses have to bear the brunt of these platforms. So if I mean the businesses are not taking that seriously, that they have to be creating content, and if they are not, then it's on to them that they are getting higher cost per lead, and overall their marketing feels very expensive. Now, in order to change that, you have to create content. Once you start creating content, then you will have a recognizable visual style or identity for your clinic. Likewise, your cost per lead is going to decrease, your overall cost per acquisition of a single patient is going to decrease. So there are a lot of benefits. I will do a separate video on content marketing, and I will target a lot of angles that a business can get benefits from just creating content. Number third one is, people are just selling treatments. However, this should be totally opposite to the treatment. That is, what is the outcome I am as a patient going to receive if I buy a treatment from this clinic? So we have to attach our treatment to a emotional outcome which people are looking to get better at their lifestyle. They have the freedom to move anywhere without pain. So these sort of future outcomes are necessary for creating unique and memorable ads. If you start doing it, then you definitely going to forget about just selling your treatment, because at the end of the day you are selling an emotional outcome, and that is being bought in the market. Number fourth one is, you don't have to worry about like your if you're creating a video ad and you are not creating a video because you don't have fancy equipment for that, you don't have to worry about it. And the fact is that the businesses who create a very normal, you can say non-professionalized video, is going to do better in terms of engagement as compared to a very highly professionalized video, right? That type of video is also known as user generated content. So you should be able to create a lot of very non-professionalized videos. And once you create both of these, then you can start experimenting. Like, hey, we created a very professional video last week, and we created a non-professional video in the previous week. Let's just compare the stats. Once you start comparing those stats, you are going to understand what kind of video works best for you. But as from our experience, non-professional videos work way better than the professional videos. Number fifth one is for hooks. I would say that once you are researching those platforms or forums for different angles for your treatment or for a particular pain, you are then definitely going to have a lot of different variations of hooks that you can start using inside your ads that will not feel that, hey, this is something that other businesses are also using. So the examples of commonly used hooks in chiropractic ads are: do you suffer from back pain? Are you tired of sciatica? Pain relief is possible. So things like that. You just have to break this sort of pattern. Maybe you can get another angle in which you can target gabapentin is masking your back pain, things like that. So once you have done all of the research and you have already being an expert in your niche, then it will be very easier for you to get those angles and create a ad copy or video hook or video body with the knowledge you have. Otherwise, you can totally rely on our agency, which is doing it for like 4 to 5 years now. um, and yeah, so at the end of the video, if you are not getting good quality leads, then you have to be look into the advertisement strategy that you're using for maybe a lot of months, right? And you can also see that there is one aspect that is missing from your advertisement, and that is your ads are not memorable, and you have to make your ads memorable in order to get attention in the market that is doing the same type of advertisement. So if you want a consultation for advertisement strategy for chiropractic businesses, you can contact us. Everything will be mentioned in the description of the video. If you have any questions, you can comment down on this video and we will get back to you ASAP. Until the next video, bye bye.